Golf 007, turn right, heading 185, reduce speed 180 knots.
185 on the heading, 180 on the speed Golf 007.
Speedbird 124, reduce speed 160 knots to 40 me.
Reduce 160 to 4, speed 124.
Hi there guys, Matt here. Welcome to another challenging approach video. And today we are in Samos in Greece. It was requested by a viewer about, I don't know, 2 or 3 months back maybe. Just got around to doing it. Now, the documentation for Samos isn't as great as everywhere else. But I spoke to one of my friends who flies the 737-300, 400 and 500 in real life. And he kind of helped me figure it all out. So, there is a instrument portion to this approach, and then there is also a visual portion to this approach. The instrument stuff I already have set up. It's relatively simple. I should not have just changed MCP speed. What we're going to do is we're going to fly to the Samos VOR, Sierra Alpha Mike, and then we leave the Samos VOR on heading 161 until 9 miles. Then at 9 miles, it's just a standard rate 1 turn, to intercept the 179 or 359 inbound radial back to Samos. Then, when we get to 4 miles from Samos, it's a visual approach. This is where the fun starts. The visual approach on the chart literally is just a dashed line, and it says that I need to look for a village with a pier. Then once we're visual with that, we fly just out to the west of that, and then we will see a shed with a white roof, and we're to cross that shed with a white roof at 400 feet, which is, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I can take LNAV for the moment, which is really neat. I've programmed some custom fixes because I find it easier to use LNAV than I do anything else. Actually, no, I don't. I'm just incredibly lazy. But you can see at the moment, I'll show you. In the fix page, we have the 161 outbound radial set up for 9 miles, the 179 outbound radial for 9 miles, which is the 359 radial inbound. It's a bit complicated, it's back to front. And then also the 4 mile marker as well. So we just have to follow those, and you can see in the legs page, this is the Samos VOR, this is the first, second and third custom fix. And that is the 161 radial, that is the turn at 9 miles, and then that is the inbound radial for 4 miles, and we should cross that at 1850 feet. So we'll actually be able to use VNAV to judge the descent, which probably isn't very correct, but it will work for me. So we are currently at 6,000 feet, the QNH is set because the transition altitude is 7,000 here. It's 1015. Auto brake set. All the lights are on. I put the ignition switches to continuous a little bit earlier than normal, but that's fine. I can deal with that. So we can go into VNAV. Actually, no, we're not going to go into VNAV. That was a terrible idea. We'll keep it at this speed, and we will check to see. There we go. We'll just make it. Oh no, it was a really bad idea. I just want to delete that. That's what I need to do. There we go. So now that, when we go into VNAV speed, wants to speed up. Okay, that's not working the way it should. Matt being a noob to the rescue. So target speed should be 203. So if I go back there and then go 203, there we go. That's what I wanted it to do. I don't want to hit this approach fast at all. On the actual chart, it tells you that you should be flap 15 and gear down on that turn. So by the time we get to this turn, let me show you, this turn here, we need to be flap 15 gear down. So, as we're actually I'm going to put the flaps out now. I'm going to stick flap 5 out. And then we'll just fly that at flap 5 until we need to make that turn. And that should decrease the speed, which is about to, very good. We're going to reset MCP altitude. Our decision altitude is 1750 feet. So I'm going to wind that down to, I don't know, we'll do 1900. And then we're 50 feet above the altitude that we should be at 4 miles. This is freeware scenery, for those of you that are interested. It's a little bit blurry. You know, it's not amazing quality, but it's not bad. I'm well aware that Ryanair don't fly here, and if they do, and I've just said that, then I'm an idiot, but I couldn't find anything for Ryanair. But it was only, well, it was one of the only repaints I had installed, so the logical reasoning was to do that. Or to use that, should I say. I just realised the TCAS is off as well. Whoops. Let's turn that back on. So, 400 feet above profile. We're going to start to descend on VNAV soon. Speed's good. It's the visual aspect that is the difficult bit. This first bit is really easy. It's just let the autopilot do everything. But what we will do is we will look down here. There's runway 09. Let me see if I can get... There's runway 09. We will be turning. There's the village. We'll be just coming to the east of that. There should be a shed with a white roof. I assume that that's it there. I guess that's what they tried to denote it as. So we're going to be flying just to the east of here and then making a right turn just over the top of that shed and then landing on runway 09. Amazing logic. Absolutely incredible. So here we go. Descending on VNAV now. Everything is going fine. So this should be the left-hand turn now to 161. Good stuff. And what's that? Is that just off scheduled descent? Yeah, it's fine. Just because it's been set up weirdly. Get the speeds up. We're landing with flat 30, so it's 140 knots. I'll be landing 145 speed. And it's also auto brake number 3. Just descending through 4,000 feet. We are 3 miles from the turn, which is going to hit us pretty fast. You know, I could have. I'm just thinking as well. I could have set all the courses up, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. But that still works as well. 79. It's a bit late to do it now, to be honest. Samos is 111.6. Right, so there's the turn. Gear down. Flat 15. So 111.6. There you go. I'll just stick that in. It's not going to make a difference because we're on VNAV, so it's real now. Is all good. We'll spin that around now to 359. This is working quite well. There's a bit of a cheat way using VNAV, but I don't really care as long as it works. Here we go. Round we go. Now, the wolf looks rather choppy. I'll stick the terrain radar on as well for that turn at the end. You see all that terrain just over there. Pretty interesting. Right, here we go. All the way around to 359. And then we've just got to fly this until 4 miles. And by the time we get to that 4 mile marker, we do need to be flaps 30, which is our landing speed. So we will leave it for about another mile or so, and then we'll get configured. Right, so flap 30, speed intervene now, 145. Now the missed approach for here is climbing to 6,000 feet. So that's all set. We'll arm the speed brake. All the lights are on. 2,500 feet radio call. I'm going to disconnect the autopilot now. I'm also going to recycle this to 6,000 feet. Get rid of the flight director. Also going to get rid of the auto throttle. Fly this thing manually. So, what we're looking for is the 4 miles, which is about to hit us now. 0.9 of a mile away. We should be at 1,850 feet here, which we're about to hit. Start the gentle left turn. Here we go. And we go a bit of power. We want to cross this little village that's just in front of us at 1,100 feet. So we need to keep the rate of descent good, which is fine at the moment. 700 feet a minute, it's not too bad. There we go. And if we look in the distance, although it's not greatly drawn, there's the white shed house thing. It's a little bit high. Let's just increase that rate of descent. There we go. There's a little village.
Caution, terrain.
We can see it, it's all good. Speed's good. A quick glance out the window, there's the runway. It's kind of like a mini Kaitac. Okay, so speed's good, altitude is good. There's a white house over there, white shed even. We want to hit that at 400 feet, so we'll keep the rate of descent going down a little bit. Not too much. There's a little ridge in front of us. We might want to turn a little bit right to avoid that. How's it looking on the shed? There's the shed.
Terrain, pull up.
Handle the power a little bit.
Terrain, pull up. Caution, terrain.
Spin this all the way around now. Bit of power to compensate. Passing 1,600 feet.
Terrain.
1,600, I didn't say that, I meant 600. There's the white shed. 400 feet. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Speed's good. Altitude's good. Perfect. That's what I like to see. All we need to do is grease the touchdown and job's a good one. A little bit of a crosswind to deal with, but that's fine. Really don't want to float it. I really don't want to float it. Okay. That's maximum reverse, please. And every bit of braking action you've got would be really nice. Oh jeez. I will be alright there. Well, that's Samos apparently. That was interesting. Look at that. We are here in one piece. That is one crazy approach. Pretty fun though, I will admit. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll try and leave as much information about that approach below the video. I didn't really explain it even very well. But either way, it's extremely fun. You just gotta make sure you fly over that white thing, that white, look at that boat as well. And this scenery's free. I think I've already said that, but whatever. Fly over that shed at 400 feet and everything else just works out fine. It's just that shed. The shed is your nemesis. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Don't forget that, actually, probably when you're watching this, I will be at a 737 simulator, and I will be streaming it over on Twitch on Thursday. So the 4th, which will be the day that you're watching it, this video that is, over on twitch.tv/Bellins at 1700 Zulu, so 6 PM UK time. I think I'm going to do something into Innsbruck, so that should be pretty fun. Anyway, until the next video, take care guys, and speak to you later. Bye bye.